Okay. It looks like it should be video recording now, so here we go. Alright, this is the room. Now I have several items. Okay, as you can see, this I use for various purposes. Mainly this one is the one that I use for the shots that involve simple as this. Okay, well, I don't wanna, but you get the idea. I put the thing up here and whatever. It takes the power and it's regular stuff here. This thing cost me $17 brand new. Okay, and came with a lot of good stuff, including a keyboard. I don't know where that is right now, but this is just a flashlight. I use it at night. It's a really good flashlight. Like you can, for example, it's got a trigger lock, just like a gun, but you can use it to hold it on. This is the charger. It's got a waterproof, water-resistant anyway flap, and this switch here, once it's on, as you can see, it changes the output. And it's a 10-watt LED. Okay, these are cooling fins. They're made of probably aluminum or some alloy. And it's okay. Turn it off. See, the green light does not go on until the entire computer system in here confirms that all the circuits are okay before it supplies any of the energy into here. And this is a 10-watt LED with an intense beam, and I mean by intense, I mean it will light this place up. It might not look like much right now in here, okay, that might not look like much, but trust me, at night this thing will shoot into the sky. Alright, now this here, there is my Sony Handycam, and this here is my Samsung, and I have the tripod set up in a short order here. Let's see, we're going to open it up here. I could get into the details on just this flashlight alone, but I would go on forever and ever, and I would never shut up. But I never shut up anyway, so, okay. I'm going to loosen this one here, open it up just a little bit. There we go. And each of these have spikes here. These batteries, by the way, are for various purposes. I wire them in either parallel or in series, depending upon my needs. Now, hopefully this touch screen here will give me a bird's eye view. I have never done this before, so I don't know. In fact, I don't know if I'm even recording right now. Now, I'm just going to give a brief overview of how this is done. It's pretty easy. Once you've established your settings and you understand your equipment. Okay, here now we're going to go engage. Now we're going to go in. Okay, there's our max. Now we can target. Okay, here we see a vehicle. Wait, back out, and we can target a vehicle like this, and trace it like that, and capture plates, etc. But that's not what I'm trying to do. But let's look at this. This is a real. Okay, I'm just looking out the window. Let me just make sure. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like we're good. Hopefully it's recording. And okay, this is literally my hands are right here. Okay, you see my hands in front of the camera. This is real. This is not fake. Neither is this. This is not fake either. This is a good camera here. This one, it's a Carl Zeiss lens with a good zoom of 50 extended. And okay, see, 50x. I like to keep things like new. What's nice about this Sony one here is that in here you have an actual, it's just kind of hidden, a USB plug. I mean, you can literally transfer data and do your charging of the battery, which is right here. And under here is your cards. Takes any XC SDXC. You know, there's a whole variety of different kinds you can put. You can also use a micro with a converter card. It's no big deal, but it is good, and it's good on power. Now, this one is more of a, you see it has stereo here. It says here, I don't know, here, I'll give you better lighting. It says here, you know, well, you see the two microphones, and it also has another one here, which is also a speaker, and that's right there. It says Dolby Stereo Creator. It has an HDMI out. This is your battery drop, you know, to drop your clip, you know, like the magazine and the gun. And, you know, here's your zoom, simple function. What's this guy doing? Okay. See, we had snow. This is the first time I'm seeing snow since, long time. And look at the sky. It's really, oh wow, look over here. It's changed a lot. I did a time lapse this morning trying to get the sunrise, but unfortunately it was just so bad. It was terrible. Now here, what I wanted to do this video for was to give you an example of the image stabilization. Let me save power here. Thank you. Okay, now I can mount this on this, but you know, I don't need to. It's a little bit of a hassle. It takes 2 seconds, but I just want to demonstrate how accurate. I'm not recording with any of these. I can do single shots of extreme high quality, ultra HD. But anyway, here, just an example. You see with my own eyes. Okay, this is my hand against the window. So just to get a scale, what's a good scale? Here's a pen. Alright, there's a pen on the window, so you know what the window is approximately. Okay, now just look at this, okay? Here's my camera. Alright, so, now, I'm just doing checks, hold on. Alright, so that's your natural zoom. And you can turn this around and flip it around and do all that stuff. You know, you can play it back, you know. Okay, you're over there, you're over here, you're over... you know, you can bounce this too, I mean, you know, it's crazy. Okay, but what I wanted to demonstrate is the stability control of this machine here. The Sony Handycam. It's called the AVCHD Progressive Model HDR CX290. You hear it? You hear that? You hear the lens? Okay, that lens is great. It's got a wide, watch, see, you can shut it like that, protect the lens. You never ever want to touch the lens of anything. This too, see, it's protected. You turn it on, it comes right out, and if you want to zoom in on something, and it comes out, and then it closes right up. Like that. It's a beautiful machine. It's really small, as you can see. It's got a touch screen. Over here you have dials of different settings. See, it has Wi-Fi, it has Bluetooth, it has auto. You can set settings. Oh, and here's what else is cool. Watch this. It's got a flash. And it's a pretty good one too. This thing is well engineered and well programmed. I mean, it's not perfect, but nothing is perfect. Here we got our levels here. Our feet here on these things, they could be, I could change their mode from spike to rubber, just with a twist, like any standard tripod. Anyway, let's open the lens, and let's open the screen. Okay, I've gone through the specs already. It says 8.9 MP still image recording. You know, it's got 8 gigabytes on board, in addition to your SDXCs, and you know, it's got the Sony brand name, which is, you know, it's worth something. The Sony brand name. It has this software, you know, iMovie, whatever, HDMI cable. That is good that it came with that cable. It came with a bunch of cables. It didn't come with the cable for this. Okay, over here we have the charging input for the, it comes with the transformer because it's actually 7.2 volts. Now you can charge it with the USB in here, but that's only like emergency. And here you can see it's designed for tripod mount. Here you have the metal insert here. I don't know what metal exactly, but anyway, and then there you have the spot there, which is made for a standard tripod, so that it has that latch release, where you'll see over here, I hope the lighting is okay. See, you have a level here that lets you balance it. Can you see that? Let me see. 1, 2, okay, yeah. Alright, so you got that one, and you can also take it and just tilt it out. You can tilt it out and tighten it up anyway. If you wanted to track, you know, stars, whatever, planets. Now, you can tilt it all the way to a 90 and put it back right in service and keep going all on your merry way. You know, it's great. And then you have the, here you have a level here just to make sure you're in the good. You know, make sure that you're, you know what this might be? It might be this. It might be, you know, sometimes in a rush, when you're trying to get a shot, you rush, and you don't get things quite right. Well, that's why it's good to have these bubble levels. Make sure you have everything in place perfectly. And we're going to just open it up. There you go, see? Okay, that might help. And another thing here is, on the tripod issue, notice it's so secure. I'm not afraid to hold it like this, even though that camera is considerably costly. I'm not afraid at all to hold it like that. Now here we have, okay, that's a little tight. Okay, we have them unscrewed because we're not outside. We don't need the spikes. I don't want to risk damaging something that might be on the floor. But as you can see, if you push the rubber down, then you get the spikes, and that's good in, you know, outdoors. Not necessarily soil, but the spikes will go through the soil, and then the rubber will hit the soil. And of course, eventually, at some point, you will sink through the soil. So, you know, you need to. That's why the levels are a good idea to have. I mean, why not? So what do we have here? You know, we're a little bit off, just a little bit. You know, very slightly. It's so slight that it's not worth bothering with, but you know, here's how it closes. You know, you could take it all the way down like that. That's how it compresses. I'm actually gonna, why not, compress the whole thing. Yeah, just show you how easy this thing is to carry. And then you loosen that one. Excuse me. Okay, so now what do we have? We have this, and we have a lock. See how it locks? It just happens to lock, so you have to actually manually, so you don't break your camera, because the tripod, believe me, is a lot cheaper than any camera that you're going to be mounting. And here's our camera again. Now we have it tightened, so we're going to loosen that, set it anywhere we want. We're going to put it level and tighten it just a bit. You have to get a feel for the torque. Okay, now as far as closing it, you make sure that it's open, and then you pull it up. And okay, there is your maximum compression right here. And I guess then, you know, you could also do something like that there. And then you could take your camera off like this. Well, I don't want to do it. Okay, let's just do it this way on the floor. Okay, I'm going to unlock it. Okay, see that lock there? Okay, here's the position. Now, if I wanted to change cameras, see this says Wi-Fi, and it has all kinds of options. This one is very good. You turn it on, it boots up almost immediately. Okay, and just holding it by hand, look at me. I mean, you go there, and then let's say, okay, beep, you want to go closer. Okay, so let's say you want to go even closer. Okay, there we are, and I'm holding it by hand, as you can see. Oh look, there's a vehicle. Shot. You want to shoot it? Okay, got it. Now pull it back, and I'll show you how far away that is. Okay, there it is. That's how powerful this camera is, which is just amazing. I mean, and there's a direct link to Wi-Fi. So I can upload that picture within seconds to YouTube, Facebook, or anything. But let's take a look around. It says red here. Okay, so we back out to 0. Now it's reading f-stop 4.2 and 1/1000th of a second. And I have it set for auto, smart auto. But you can do program. Okay, you can do it says automatically adjusted shutter. Okay, here you can do exposure values. I don't know if you can see this. You can do exposure values here, like that. Do you see the difference here? There's the tripod here. Look. Okay, and let's say you wanted to. Well, I don't want to do that, but okay. Let's just put it at 0, hit, and zoom. Remember, I'm still holding this by hand. Let's try to focus. It's hard to focus that close up, so let's go back up a little bit. Let's try to get the read on that. Let's say it were serial number or license plate, just for example. Okay, it's pretty tough. I mean, you've already got it there, really, honestly. And as you approach, you can also do manual if you want to. Okay, full manual. Okay, here we're still at the. Okay, your focus would be your tracking, one touch shot, or it. Okay, let's do tracking. Let's back out. Okay, let's do there we go. Change aperture. Okay, we have 7. We're full open, and we have it 2 seconds. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Why is it like that? See that? That's extremely odd. I don't know why it looked like that. Let me see. Our ISO is set to 3200. Maybe that's why. See? Do we have to set it? Let's pick 4. Okay, if we're going to do complete manual, let's do shutter priority. So if we do shutter priority, then we're doing something completely different. I hope this video is not getting too long. Anyway, look, let's get out of this here. This is something that I use for different things, and I don't need to get into them. Okay, settings of the smartphone. Okay, direct link. See, it closes automatically. I have to enter my secret code. Hold on. Okay, it says here, searching for network. says confirming server. Okay, loading. Okay, that's my email address. Pick your receiver. You can do that way, or you can go to sender setting, or you can just completely change all the options entirely and just go to if you don't want to do email, then you can just go to Wi-Fi completely, and then you have here different things, remotes. See, it allows you to connect a smartphone, like my smartphone, to this camera. There's an NFC here to your camera, and copy captured photos from the camera to the smartphone, and vice versa, and backs them up, and it also allows you to remote control them. Okay, but that's a different thing. Let's not get into that. Cancel that. Okay, here's the cloud. Okay, here we have YouTube, Picasso, Evernote, SkyDrive, Cloud, whatever. Let's just say Facebook. Okay, it's establishing a network connection right now. Again. Okay, it's got the server. And we're loading. Okay, it says I'm already logged in to Facebook. There are dangers to this, by the way. Okay, so then there's various pictures. Let's see if I hit upload on that one. Okay, we can take a look at them. Okay, see, there's that truck. So if I wanted to pick it, I could pick it like that. Or I could, you know, pick that one too. Whatever. Go to the main screen. So if I have 3, I don't want 3. I want to take them out. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I haven't reviewed them. I don't want to just publish stuff off the hook. Okay, here's an example of a picture I took. Let's zoom into that one. Okay, see, this was right here. That was taken at night, though. Yeah, it really looks like it's taken in day. But I've already uploaded that one, so I don't want to upload another one. A lot of these I have uploaded already. Some of these are exposures, long exposures, other creative effects. Here's that same scene at night. This one right here. Watch. See that tower? Okay, this is that tower right here. And if you just take a look at that. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just giving an example. So I can upload, you know, I hit that button for direct link. I don't have to do any of this other stuff. All that stuff is tertiary to any of this. It also records video quite well, perfectly well, in fact. And let me see, we still have memory on these. Okay, alright, I got it, alright. Well, let's just say, let me see this thing. I don't know what this is. It's just a picture of whiteness? I don't get it. Okay, so we'll go back. It's going to take it. Let's go register. Remote viewfinder is something different. I've used it. It allows you to use your phone, and I'm going to go get my phone here, just so you can see what I'm talking about, and a couple of other things. Let's see, we had 1, 2, what else? Let's see, where's the phone at? Oh crap. I don't know. You know, I lost my phone. Okay, well, this here is a camera that I used to use, Nikon. There's the flash. There's the CCD behind the lens. Here's the wire that controlled the flash. See, it automatically went off. That's good. Saves power. So does the other one. No, it actually no, it's not off. Wait a minute. Okay, it's waiting on something. It wants me to upload something. Alright, well, let's just say I want to take a picture. I'm logged into Facebook. So anyway, here this Nikon camera here. I'll take a picture of it. How about that? I can't do that. Okay, we have to hit. We can also do email, as you can see. No, I'm not gonna get into that. That's something separate. Okay, now on this wheel, go back to auto, or you can go to program. Auto exposure, the program setting allows you to program it. So if you wanted to take a picture of something, you know, just like that, and then you just catch it, you know, or you do ASM, in which you can choose shooting modes, and smart mode, wherein you select continuous shot, silhouette, light trace, low light shot, fireworks, sunset, you know, waterfall. That's pretty cool. You know, I mean, I'm not into waterfall, but that's a really, this is what I was talking about online. You know, this thing didn't have any of that stuff. This thing did have a touch screen. It doesn't work anymore because it thinks it was hacked. Otherwise, it would be usable as a player. I have the battery, and you would be able to play on any TV with the TV output right here, AV out. That goes right in there, and it was perfectly working, perfectly, except somebody threw it and broke it, not me. So you would turn it on like that, it would boot up, the lens would come out a little bit. Now look, it's got a 3-inch screen, a 4x optical zoom, and 12 megapixels. That's the IR blaster, I guess. It's an IR, you know, you can see it, I think. And it's the S4000 Coolpix. Now, when you would tap it, see, there's two. Like any SLR would. And this is a Nikon, so it's not a joke. This one was running on 3.7 volts, 4.2 / okay, pulling a load of at 4.2.4 amps, and at 3.7 volts, 0.5 amps. So, you know, very low power, and it had a wide lens, so you could get a good wide picture. It doesn't work anymore. It's basically garbage or parts. But you know, it was working up until it detected in the lens mechanism. What happened was, while it was rotating, it basically figured out that it was being messed with. Like, look at this. I would never ever touch it if this were a good camera, but you know, you could see how over here the computer detected that it was trying to be hacked, or that it was a stolen device, so it immediately, at that point, it became useless. Prior to that, at least it would have been useful as a chip player, where you could just stick a chip in there, pop it in, and then the onboard menu, you would be able to use a touch screen, and it had a little thing you could, you know, press, and let me see if we still got power here. 1, 2, okay. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it was great. I got a lot of good shots with this guy here. Really small. I mean, look how small that is compared to this other stuff. You know? Okay, now let's get back to this. Alright, so okay, we have, what mode is that? I don't know. Alright, so let's just take, for example, there's your Branson Tower, right? Okay. I'm holding it by hand. You can see. You're my witness. Now, okay, wait a minute. Why aren't we digital zooming? Hold on, we have 70/28. Okay, probably because we're not on auto. Let's do that. Okay, now we're gonna get this. Come on, dude. You can do it, buddy. See, this latch here also is good because it allows you to latch it in so that it doesn't come out, because that would break your camera. and you don't want to break your camera generally. See, there's the other, that pin there. That's what engages the latch on the tripod. Anyway, what happened? Okay. Yeah, it's got power saving features. Okay, watch. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, watch on the lower area there. I've tested this camera out that I'm wearing. Now watch this. You can hear the lens, maybe not. Okay, now we're getting into that's max digital. Okay. Alright, let's try to take something good. Okay, right here. Okay, you're my witness. You just saw that. I took that myself, holding my free hand, okay? That is just incredible. I don't know. If you understand anything about photography, then you know that that is absolutely amazing. Okay? That this thing, the way it works, is absolutely wonderful. Now let's see what we can get over here. Look at the colors over here. Okay, let's back up a bit. I have a 60-minute, I think it is. Okay, so here's where I get these shots. You may have seen me post shots like this in the past. Now this is a digital zoom. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, and there you have a vehicle right there. I mean, you know, you could practically do facial recognition on this. I mean, even with this. I mean, that's how far away this thing is. And there's the church right there. You get a focus shot right there. There's your other buildings there. There's your Days Inn. Might as well take it. Got it. Okay. The only reason it had that delay, by the way, is because I programmed it for that. By the way, as you can see, it doesn't lie to you. It says right there, 3 AM. As you pull back, it says 5, 10, and then it goes to 14. It doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. I love this thing. See, it tells you right here what mode it's in. Smart Auto. It does not lie to you. It doesn't give you any BS. Now it says X1.0. That means that it's not engaged in any zooming activities. Okay? By the way, here's the access points. Another access point is right here. Very, very simple and easy to use. I can also do video. And since we're in automatic mode, we can even chase this guy down here if we wanted to. But, you know, there's no reason to. I'm not trying to, do that. That's not my objective. But as far as comparison, a good point of reference is that Branson Tower. Right here. Now, watch how close I can get. Again, this is with digital zoom. Now, if I don't use digital zoom, we're going to have to stick to 18 max. Or, no, sorry, 14? Wait, hold on. Alright, I guess it's calling 1814. Alright, because we have 18x optical max. That's correct. So you just want to, scan around, whatever. Here we have the full extension of the lens, which is really a good lens here, considering it's not like a professional, it's a machine with which you can capture things quickly and effectively and efficiently. Now, here's the, let me look below here. Is that a picture worth taking? I'm trying to find out. What's that sound? What is this, locked? Jeez. Okay. Alright, now we can hear. Alright, so let's take a picture. Something somewhere. Something worth taking. I'm pretty good at using the adjustments here, so you can see it's choosing an aperture of 4.4, 1/350th of a second. Okay, see these houses over here, or whatever they are. Okay, there's our max opt. Now, okay, there's a road. Here, oh, there's that truck again. See how close we can get. I mean, you can read the license plate if you wanted to. Now here, the way this place was built, okay, there's some places, everything is weird with snow. There's snow everywhere. Okay, see, there's some places. We're on digital zoom here. We're gonna just focus. See anything interesting? I don't know. There's not really much interesting. There, okay, there's a sign. There's like a commercial sign. Oh, and there's the Branson Tower, the water tower right there. Look at that. Let's get that. Why not? I don't think I've ever taken it from this window before. So you're gonna have that distortion. Okay, got it. And oh, we have some plow activity. What is that? Oh, that must be that down there. Okay, there's a bird. Okay, wait, get the bird. Let's see if we can get that bird. Come on, let's focus, get the bird. Come on, get the bird. Oh man, I lost the bird. Too close. Oh, there, I still see him. Oh, there he goes. He's off into the background. I can't get him. Alright, so, like, let me just say, for example, like, okay, we have, oh, there's some birds. Let's get them. You can't really see them. Let's try to catch. Well, I'm not in the right mode. There is a mode for that. You see, it changes. It indicates the changing modes constantly. Photo size, timer, HD for movie, voice alive. It allows you to talk and command it what to do. Anyway, we have a nice guy here, but we can't really get a nice picture on this guy because of the settings. Screw it, let's just take it. Okay, and let's zoom into this power thing. See how much detail we can really actually get. You see, upon further examination and software clarification, you may be able to read further information off of that. Oh, up here we have some interesting cloud formations. So let's pan back and take a shot of that. Just boom, like that. Okay. And see, there's that street. If you can see, I don't know if you can see there. Okay, I'm gonna try to zoom in right by that white. That's a termination of a street. Right there. That's a road. See, that road was supposed to come over here. It's focusing on the. There we go. Okay. That was supposed to be a road, and it is a road, but it's not paved at all whatsoever. And you know, and then we get that, and then so what we want to do is, oh, we have a traffic jam, whatever. Anyway, so then we hit direct link, and then this goes for the email, but I don't want email. Okay. So what we're going to do is, let's just take a picture here. Okay, once we've done that, well, let's just try the video. Okay. Okay, there now, it's counting off the video. Okay equals pause. Now while I'm shooting video, I can do all my zooming functions, etc. Okay, there's our 18x we have. See, we do have some focusing problems, as the computer is very busy, and we also have it on 3D HD at extremely high quality, unbelievably high quality settings. I mean, this camera is not a joke at all. This camera is extremely serious. See, I just took a snapshot. That's a single photo, and I'm just moving it with my hands. Okay, easy as pie. I can back out. Okay, and you know, this is video here. We have 56 seconds now. let's get that road again. Let's see if we can see that. Now, the reason we can't do digital zoom on video is because it would just be stupid. There's a bird. I got it. See? With video, you can get it. Problem is, it's burning up a lot of memory. And we have a 20-minute cap here. We have it in HD, 3D, alive, and we have a car coming up here. Focusing is always a problem, and it's never easy. It doesn't get any easier. It never will. It's something you have to practice. Let me see if we pull back right here. Okay, there's that sky. Let's see the clouds here. They're pretty strange over here. Okay. I can take a shot here. There's number 2. See, you can see the screen. Even if you try to shoot through the screen, watch. Yeah, it might disappear for a little bit. Hold on, let me check. Let me make sure here. 2, 3, okay. Sorry, I had to just make sure I was still going here. There's so many cameras I can't even keep track. And then lastly, let's get on this video here. This one here. Now, there's so many different video settings, you know, you wouldn't even believe. Got that as 1. That is 2. I'm going to tell you one is just randomly 3. See, you can do rapid fire. Stop. Processing. Okay, we're almost done. There we are. We're done processing. Everything is stored in data. And now we can go to Wi-Fi. Cloud. It's closed. Facebook. Searching. Meanwhile, let me get this ready. Okay, it's connecting. Okay, now here. You see this? This goes right here into here. Like that. And then you just screw it in. And that's when this camera gets screwed. Because now it's literally screwed. And, you know, just get a, whatever, just find a spot, you know, and park it right there. Okay, once it's there, you know, you've got your lens protector switch here. See? That's the one thing annoying about this camera, is that it doesn't automatically close the lens or open the lens cover. You know, I mean, it's really annoying. There's a little bit of something over there. I don't know what it is. Could it be a bug or something? Okay, so anyway, then this just slips right onto the tripod, a piece of cake. Yeah, here it is. So, you know, I just put this down here. Okay, there it is. Oh, look, it doesn't even weight properly. So, let's say you wanted to take pictures, right? Okay, first thing you do is you want to drop your legs. Okay, there we go. Tighten that. We want a wide stance. Pull these back. Pull the legs out. Lock them in place perfectly. Okay. Close. Close. And we already set the stoppers and the clamps, you know, the pins that go into the ground. Those are very important sometimes. Sometimes you're on a slippery surface like ice or something. Okay, still. Here we have full height, but we're still not high enough. Okay, so we loosen this one here, and we just put it up. And for now I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, and here we take the camera, and by the way, this camera, even though the mount is meant for a specific way, obviously, it actually goes any way. It goes this way, it goes that way, it doesn't matter. You can put it backwards. There is no such thing as the wrong way. But this is how I'm going to put it. There you have access to your card and your battery. Slide the lens here. You can grab it like this too here, but you won't be needing to. I still have that on there. I'm just a stickler for keeping things like new. And okay, here, there's your lock. You know, like a gun again. Okay, and you set your level if you want it to be level, because generally you're tracing, you know, stars, celestial objects, etc. Okay, so we put this in here, and it's locked. There, it's in place. See, look, I can lift the whole tripod. It's aluminum construction. It's light, but it's strong, as you can see. Now let's go up, cranking it up, and make sure. Okay, okay, good. I'm just checking my recording, and hope I have. Yeah, I cleared the memory. Okay. Put our legs in here like this so we get some optimal sighting without shorting any of those backups. Okay. Now, the operation of this is very simple. This is your rotator adjuster. Clamp it down. See, right hand twist, and it'll tighten it down. Loosen it, and it'll spin like a top. So that's just your tightener. In fact, you can pull it all the way out. In fact, I did. Put it tight though, and it'll lock it in place. See, if you're outside, you're not going to have a perfectly flat surface, ground. So you're gonna need to maybe adjust a leg or adjust anything. That's why it's a tripod, because it has 3 legs instead of any other. See, you can also do this. And that's very useful. And you turn this. This is a rotator also. See, that's because I didn't tighten it. Okay, so once you open it though, with this camera, then it turns on by itself. And the lens is probably, there we go. Okay. See, now there we are. So we're controlling basically like a video game, or like as if we were piloting a drone. And then we have our controls, all our manual and automatic settings. Now let me just say right away that this one has a zoom capacity much further than the other one. Makes the other one look like a joke. Okay, like this one here, it says logged in. Okay, I forgot to pay attention to this. Yeah, let's just put these, what is it? These were the ones that I wanted to put up. Let's try to upload these to Facebook. And there, it should be up there. It's beginning to upload them right now. Finished 1. Finished 2. See, this is the individual, and the second line is the total. 2, 3, and then it'll shut down by itself. It's a power conserving. See, there's the flashing light. There are also other lights and indicators and plugs, and I don't want to open them or touch them right now, but there are a lot of other secret things on here that are not secret. Now look at the size compared to this. Almost the same size. It's already done with the upload, so you can just turn it off. Okay, here, look at this. So this is your camera before, and this is your camera now. This I bought in, what, 2010, 2011? Probably 2010. Look at the size difference compared to what you're getting. There's your flash. There's your flash. Okay. This is a 4x. This is an 18x zoom. It's a spring-loaded flash. It's a completely manually actuated flash. Anyway, back to here. See, it already went off. I already went over a lot of this stuff here. Let me see if, okay, 1, 2, 3, got it. Alright, so this thing is more user-friendly, unfortunately, and I really don't even know if this video is going to come out well, so let me just move this over here. Okay, see, here, now I'm sure you can see it much better. Okay, there's your level. So if you want to at least know whether you're level or not, now I can see it blue flashing. Okay, so you would set your level like that. You have a complete control in full all dimensions here. This you can pull back. and then you can control your height exactly, which you may need to do. This is your maximum height right here. So here it says, what is it, 60 inch. And we have this locked, so we're solid here. We don't have the pins out. They're like cat's claws. They're not locked. Okay, now this allows you to go anywhere from full 90, in which case you're still at horizontal. You can do that. And you can also set it anywhere in between, as I showed before. Sometimes you may need to do that. This thing could use a little oil. So, you know, if you're chasing stars and, you know, or whatever, it's a nice option to have, this feature here. Sometimes you just want to go straight 90 and hold it like that, and then open your thing. You know, you might want to do that. You know, there are cases where you might want to do that, depending on what device you're using, because you can always convert later. I mean, look, for example here, this is a vertical window, isn't it? It's not horizontal. It's pretty much vertical. So maybe it's better to do it this way, since this is actually a 16:9 ratio. So if I'm going like this, what am I really doing? I'm actually taking out some of my usable viewables area, and that's considered a crime among engineers. So, okay, you can see I would chase something like that. It's I like to chase moving objects. Unfortunately, they're cars. Now here's the gorilla. Hold on, I'm past the point of no return. See, look, it's moving around by itself. There's a bird. There's a bird right there. Oh, okay, come on, let's get the bird. Bird. Come on, there it is. Look. Got it. Oh, this is not easy. Don't ever tell me this is easy. It might be fun, but it's not easy. Okay, let's get back over here. Okay, so let me just turn it for Pete's sake. Okay, back to normal size, or position rather. Okay, now here's our regular positioning. The power of this camera is, if you can read that, I don't know, 1, 2, possibly not, but it says extended zoom. And has other brand names. I can't quite even see myself because of the white snow is so bright. I mean, my God, even with these sunglasses on, it's hard to tell what that says because of the lighting. That's why I'm concerned a little bit that this video will come out not so great. But it has to come out somewhat good. Let's go over here and go back to that same spot. Okay, we can't get to it without dropping a little bit here. There we go. Okay, we're dropping a little bit. There we go. Oh, it went off. The only way to turn it back on, unfortunately, is going like that. Alright, so let's see how good. Okay, now we're seeing the screen. That's a matter of focus. See, unfortunately, it insists on focusing on that. Now, if I go back here, it might focus on that. This is all computer issues. See, that's the screen. I took a picture of it. See, amazing how it chooses the screen over the rocks. Oh my God, even at full zoom, really? And see, this is why you need a tripod. Look, I'm not even touching it. I can even stamp my foot. Look, this is a new building. I could clap my hands and it'll move. That's how extreme that is. Watch, I'm not moving it. See, you're my witness. Okay, so anyway, enough of that screen. Let's avoid the screen. and let's climb above the negativity, so to speak. I love saying funny things. Anyway, yeah, there's our not generators, transformers. There's somebody. You can see the wheels. You could actually, I like to see the wheels, see whether they're turning. Like when there was snow. When there was snow, I could check the wheels of other vehicles to see whether they were. See, that's pretty intense. See, fortunately, he's not looking back, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What does that say? Hold on, let me lock this stuff in place. Okay, we can read. Literally. Wow, this is so hard to hold. Okay, let's lock our axes. Okay, God, this is tough. Okay, once we have them locked, oh look, it's still moving. This is no piece of cake. When you're at this level, watch. Okay. Okay, I just took a picture. I don't know how good it came out. Look, it's just moving. Alright? I'm not touching it at all. Oh yeah, now we're there. But now if I touch it, it'll start to move. See? See, I'm basically arguing with the electronics and the computer and the camera. Right now, at that point, at that threshold there, I'm really having an argument with the computer, and that's what causes airplanes to crash. In fact, I believe it was reported this morning that the Asiana aircraft that in San Francisco hit the seawall and lost its landing gear and part of its tail, killing several people, was because of computer error or over dependence on technology or something to that effect. And that's exactly what it is. Because whether you're using technology correctly or not, you know, the two are not always going to square. Period. I mean, it's always a learning experience. And when you're putting lives in the hands of robots or code that may or may not be best adapted to, you know, certain circumstances, such as a runway that may be located virtually at sea level, and you have new pilots that are used to flying real airplanes and not sitting in drones. You know, a lot of these pilots are just sitting there watching the plane fly itself, and then they're not, you know, and then everybody looks down on the nowadays on the you know, what was the movie in the 80s? I forget everything, the names. But it was about this Air Force, and he wanted to be a fighter pilot. It was such a popular movie, I can't believe it. Anyway, I can't remember. Anyway, here, watch. So, yeah, we pull in all the way, focus, take a focus command. See, it's not that good. Now here we have a car. See if I can catch it back up immediately. I lost it. Okay, I didn't. See, here we have a situation where you can look at the wheels. See, and then over here you can go and look at the, alright, anyway. I'm having trouble with this thing. Alright, that's why I don't like this. That's why I got the Samsung camera, not only because it works with the phone, and it has Wi-Fi on board, so I don't have to take out the chip every time. Oh, that's a different tower. Oops. Crap, where is it? Okay, see, now I see it obviously right now, and maybe you can too. So I have to stay focused and lock it into place. But even that's difficult. And even if I back out as reference points, using reference points right here, it is not easy. This is how intense this thing is. Let's go closer. Okay, I can't go closer now because we're out of range. So I have to move it like a millimeter. And that's after a lever of about almost a foot. Now we're cutting through fog and some glass and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's tough already as it is. Okay, this one is fairly hopeless. I mean, I can't... Honestly, I can't even see it with my own eyes. Unless it's that one over there. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we have that, and then we have... Okay, here's there. Okay, we have that, and then we go over here. The mountains begin, and it should be right here. Oh, yeah, that is the one. Yeah, I could see it with my eyes, but it's really tough when you're doing it with a camera, because I'm wearing these sunglasses. Okay, there we are. So even if you zoom in all the way, there's no point. So anyway, if we take a video, I'm just going to take a quick video. Okay. It's recording right now, and the reason it has that icon is it's saying that you can't take still shots because I have it to the highest setting, and it is burning up memory like insane. In fact, it says 32 minutes already, 22 seconds. Oh, we have some... See, it says recording of still images is impossible. Impossible because data rates and flow rates and storage rates and manipulation rates are not possible at this level of functionality. Okay, see, there we have it, extremely zoomed in. Now that seems too close. So let's back up and find something else. Because I'm video recording this right now, and I may upload this one too. Okay, so there we have what looks to be... It's not focusing. Okay. Hold on. See, that's the thing. That's what I don't like about this camera. There's a point where it just hits its limits, and that's it. Although it does have extremely good zoom. I mean, look, but we're also trying to cut through fog here, you know? This is probably better for a still shot. I mean, look, that's useful data, there's no doubt. And I'm just zooming, you know, that's digital zoom. Here we're at the optical threshold. So let's just scan around and see what's there. You know, I mean, this is the optical threshold. 50 times zoom. And as you can see, it is quite clear, surprisingly. And okay, I really want to end this quick because it's burning up a lot of memory, and I don't have much. Okay, let's get that church thing here. Okay, see there, you can actually look at the light. Where is it? Okay, see there. Now, okay, and then you can see the apartments in the background, and that slide. And that Days In sign from before, remember that? Well, there it is now. I mean, even with the tripod, look at this. I can't even hold it still. You know, part of that is arguing with the camera and its computer. Part of it, oh, it's getting warm. And part of it is other issues. And I see if we zoom in really close here, you can actually see, you know, probably. You can count the leaves. I don't like the digital zoom, and like I've said, I don't use it. Here's why. Watch. Okay, although I do use it now sometimes, because on Facebook, look at this. The shaking is making it like that. Because when you have digital zoom, you're actually losing information. And there's no, there's really no point. Okay, there's the gorilla of Branson. Okay, can you see it? There's the Titanic smokestack. Where is it? Right there? Is that it? Let me see. There's the gorilla. That says what? Oh, Ruby Tuesday. See, you can see the Ruby Tuesday sign. That's a lit sign, and it changes. That one over there. I know exactly where that is. That might be the Titanic pillar. Anyway, let's get back to optical. Okay, now my eyes are hurting here from this bright light. Okay, so you could move this, but alright, so there's a sign. Let's see what that says. Jeez, it's almost like I need a gear. For sale? What does it say? I can't read it. I gotta stop recording. This is almost 5 minutes already. Alright, so there we have that, and we've already got the tower. We've got pretty much everything here. If we look all the way down, we have to back up a little bit here. And there's the road here. There's over the window, and there's a car. See, I mean, I'm just casually moving this thing around. I have to loosen that a bit. And, okay, here's an example. I believe there's some, yeah, see, there's some housing units. There's a car. Where'd it go? Wasn't there a car? Where is this? Where is that? I don't even know. I certainly can't see that with my own eyes. I can guarantee you that. That is extremely far away. Alright, so it's right there by the steeple. And I know, okay, and then there's that terminating road I mentioned earlier. I believe that's here. It's either that, or it could be both. Both could be terminating roads. See, these are developments here. I have the ability to pan smoothly without too much effort. And, oh, is that the new store? No way. There's no way. What is that? Oh, okay, that can't be the new store. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's a house, or some kind of housing unit. And there's some bricks, okay. There's my, center point. They just fixed that, and look at that rust already. Focus. They just repainted that whole thing. Last year they had from the top, they had from the top edges straight down. They had the plastic. Oh, we have people here. Okay. So anyway, oh, there's a car. See, you can't see the roads, and it doesn't want to focus once it gets up there. It's kind of difficult to deal with, but as you can see, it is impressive in its accuracy. I think the video coming off of this will be better than this one now. But there you have it, and tighten her up, and I could just. Now it's a standby, and it'll lock and close the file out. You can flip it like this, and it'll be a playback. So you can just hit play. It's got like a joystick here. You can I don't know, play a movie. See here. this is the one I believe. See? So to play it, you just would hit play, I think. Come on. What? What? Oh no. Oh. There we go. See? If that lighting is the reason you can't see. See, you can use it as a player, or you can even shoot this way too. You can shoot any way you want. See, that's the video I just recorded. There's a volume control somewhere here. I don't know. I have to stop this video. You can close it just like this. You can hear the lens. Everything should be fine. See, lens cover might be closed. Check. There it is. Got it. Close. Close. Done. And you can do it quick like this. Loosen the clamp, and you can actually just sort of push it like that if you're in a hurry. Clamp it like that. Drop all your legs down here like this. Top, 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 top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One at a time. Pop, pop. Okay, done. Last one. Okay, our spikes are closed. Open this up so that we can close it. There we go. Okay, everything looks good. Close that. Last we pop this off. FedEx. Alright, so I mean I don't need this like this. I was just demonstrating. Let's drop at least one. Okay. Everything's good. We're good here. And if you wanted to go 2, but you have to go all around unless you're on a slope. Then obviously you would make your adjustments as necessary. Okay. Alright, last one was right here, sorry. There we go. Make sure they're fully extended, because otherwise you end up with imbalances. You never want that. Okay. And then there's your lock. You can pull it up or you can push it up like this. This is just for extra control. So you can force it shut, and you can also snap it back. And boom. There you have a great tripod, a great camera. You close the lens, then you pull out the metal piece here, carefully unscrew it, detaching the base from there. Put the base in here for storage, and then just it goes in, okay, and then close it. Make sure everything is secure. Secure that. Secure this, secure everything. You can't be too secure. There is no such thing as too much secure. Okay, everything is good there. Now, lens cap is shut. Drop your magazine. Done. Place your camera wherever it is you want to keep it. Doesn't matter. That's one. Okay, now on this one is different because you can broadcast. But now that it's off, here's how it is. Done. There's all your data. You don't need anything else. And that's it. But I'm taking these with me anyway. Now, I'm going to have to shut this off. Okay, how do I do this? Alright, goodbye.